are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visitors' sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. He's got his guys in midseason form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Gets around him, and he returns this to the 22. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 18 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a pro playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they'll go right back to Wright. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Wright diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Jaguars 45.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Pushes him over, and he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a 1st down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Intended for number 82.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
They'll set up to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright. Really an excellent run, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. The Jaguars hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here we go. Cowboys.
They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 29. And a first down. First and 10 at the 21.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Emeka Egbuka, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Jaguars first down. A gain of 9 yards.
From the shotgun, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Jaguars.
But to throw again is Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A little juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Jaguars first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jaguars.
A give up the middle to right. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 2-yard line.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to number 9, Ibuka.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. He juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that's going to tie things at 20. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Lawrence will throw. Open man, it's Hunter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
Now a give, running left is right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Buccaneers' 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Jaguars, first down. First and goal, Jacksonville.
Now a toss play for Wright. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Jalen Wright, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 20. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Pass out left finds Johnston. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Jaguars first down.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. They'll work the middle here with Wright. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. First and
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A give, running left is Campbell. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. Final minute now of the third quarter. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 18. And the Jaguars first down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Wright's got him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Lawrence. Staying on his feet. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jags are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. He's got another one to Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's first and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. He finds Johnston. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Ibuka, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On the give, this is Wright. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On the handoff, it's Wright. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnston. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to